Just put this American flag out. Today is 9/11. 17 years ago today, we lost a lot of good people, and a lot of lives were changed that day. Alright, so I'm gonna make this video as quick as I can, but yeah, that I started off with a video of my flag. I just put it out right before I started recording. So yeah. But anyway, in this video I'm going to be talking about, where I was at that time, although I was really young, and then I'm going to be talking about what's wrong with a lot of things today, that people don't understand, and then, what we need to work on. So yeah, and I'll probably get a lot of people disagreeing with me on this, but I mean, whatever, it is what it is. But yeah, 17 years ago, I was really young, so I mean, I don't remember a whole lot. But I can tell you right now, I I've been told a lot of stories about others who've seen this happen, and it's you know, I've I haven't lost any of my loved ones in that tragedy, but I know a lot of people who have, and it's really scary to hear about that. But it happened September 11th, 2001. And I was born in 1998, so I'm 20 years old now, but I was 3 at that point. But anyway, my mom watched this. My dad was at work, but my mom made my dad come home because, she was freaking out. She thought something bad was going to happen. And, at the time we lived in a small town, so I mean, chances of anything happening, was really, really small, although you never know. But, you know, both my mom and dad, they watched the second tower come down on the news, and it was, they were freaked out about it. They were devastated. A lot of people in my family watched it, and it was a tragic day. Even though I was young and I don't remember a whole lot, I still think about it, and it's scary. I watched some videos on Facebook this morning, and it's terrifying. Nearly brought me to tears when I watched some of them, but yeah, you know. Now, another thing I want to talk about is people that come up with things nowadays on how this was fake, and if there was a stage hoax, conspiracy theory, or shit like that. Oh, I shouldn't have swore. My apologies, but um, people nowadays, mostly younger people, but although some of the older people do the same thing, but more and more people nowadays are starting to get into the whole hoax conspiracy theory, which is completely stupid. But that's with almost every other. Ugh, I can't speak today. I apologize. I'm still waking up, but that's not just with the 9/11 tragedy. It's happened with many other tragedies, like the club shooting in Orlando, the church shooting in Charleston, and the school shooting in Parkland, many other tragedies that have happened, and I don't get where people come up with these stupid ideas. People will look them up on YouTube or some website, and yeah, of course people are stupid enough to believe that any of the hoax conspiracy theories are true, you know. Well, like I said, once it's online, you just can't fix it. People will just keep getting that information no matter what. So I mean, it's kind of a it's kind of a stupid thing we have going on. People don't realize what's actually happening, and they just assume it's fake, which isn't right at all. But, I bet they won't be saying that if they were to ever lose their family member or friend or loved one of some sort in a tragedy like that. Like I said, I didn't lose a family member in 9/11, but it's pretty devastating to watch the whole thing, especially online. So, I don't know, but once these things happen, you can't just go around saying, "Oh, it didn't happen." It's not going to change the fact that it did happen, because once it happened, it happened. And that's with any other huge tragedy out there. That's just the way it is. I don't like it, but that's just how life is. But yeah. All right. But anyway, getting back to the video. Sorry, I had to stop right there. But I'm just gonna put this out there very quick. If you've lost a family member, a friend, or a loved one of some sort in a tragedy like 9/11 or any other tragedy that's happened in the past 20 or 30 years, I'm really sorry to hear about your loss. It's really scary to watch these things happen. It's nobody should ever have to go through that. Hopefully we don't have another tragedy like that happen again. I hope and pray that doesn't happen. But yeah, I'm gonna cut this video here. Let me know in the comments if you remember this tragedy, where you were, and what you were doing at this time when this tragedy struck. Please, no stupid comments, no rude comments. I will remove those kind of comments if you post that in the comment section. So yeah, other than that, hope you guys are having a great day. Thanks for watching.